So talk to us, Viv. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Welcome back, baby, to our monthly episode with you.
Hi.
Woohoo. Episode is number 2 with you.
Technically number 3.
Oh yeah, technically number 3.
Add it on.
I'll just
True.
straight off the bat. Should I hate? Okay.
The ick
I've
list starts now.
I've been thinking about this
We're going right into
for
it.
a whole month. The vernacular around the service industry now pisses me off to no end. How are we liking that? How's this tasting? How are we tasting this? Like all of these weird things they say. You can't even contact like a human anymore. It's my biggest pet peeve. I want to shake them and be like, hey,
You're a human.
you're a fucking person.
Yeah, it's like a script.
How are we liking that? It's just fucking script.
Everything good?
Everything, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, it's just so fake and bullshit and stupid.
Versus what though? What do you want?
I don't know. You go to London and they're just like, good, everything good, cool. Like it's just like you're just a person. You're
Yeah.
like you like your food, cool, got it. Like
It's good,
they're
ain't
not
it?
like so like how like.
No, it's like I totally get what you mean. It's like scripted. You know what I mean? Everything delicious. Everything doing okay? Yeah. It's like no, yeah. Just you know what I mean? Be a human being. Certain places don't have that. Marvin's waiters aren't like that. Marvin's waiters are like, you guys want anything? Cool, bye.
Yeah.
They're like
we. I don't like the use of the word we. How are we feeling about this? How are we tasting this? Like how we? Who's
That's what
we?
I'm saying.
You're not doing anything here.
Taste it.
Ugh.
The only
that.
scripted vernacular that I do like is in the what do you call it? The
drive-thru?
The fast food line
Oh
at
yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Yes.
That's pleasant experience. Like have a pleasant day.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A has a very scripted thing.
That's what I'm
wanna
looking for
bring-
at my mom's house. If your wine
a good
glass is
point.
half empty, she pours you more.
I
I
know.
would love that at a restaurant.
Yeah. I know.
Half empty is empty.
Treat you like you got mama's house. I like that.
Yeah, and not like fake mama's house.
Yeah.
Like it needs to be inauthenticity in anything, whether you want to provide this experience or not. If you can smell it from a mile away, so it's a really fine line to walk. I get it, but it's just it really pisses me off.
I think post-COVID, there's so many things that I was like, that have just not gone back to the way it was, that
Yeah.
should go back to the way it was. You know, I think people are still just like, we talk about it all the time. Like, there's so many things have just been like, become the norm. And I'm just like, bro, I don't like how this is like the new future of.
Of food or whatever, hospitality.
We're talking about car prices and leases. Like,
Yeah,
they went
it's
crazy
crazy.
during COVID and like,
Yeah.
And they never came down.
it never
yeah.
came down.
Well, it's funny. We had our friend Gabe on the other day, who's a chef.
Oh yeah, I love Gabe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, when I go to a restaurant and they like tell you what's good, he's like, I don't even listen.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same thing. They're gonna have this whole spiel about like, this is what's good or whatever, and then you're like, okay, bye. Just let me order whatever I want. It is different at certain restaurants, though. I feel like more. Like what do you call it? Franchise, bigger restaurants are more corporate-y, robot-y.
Not even. I don't know. I
You
don't
think
know.
they're
Maybe
like
it's
that
like
at, like,
LA.
Safi's or-
Yeah, even places like that. How's this tasting? Like, how are we feeling about this? I don't know. It's just a certain type of person. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that. Some people are good at it, though. I could never do that. The fakey. Yeah, like, I bartended at a
yeah.
Gabe spot in New York City. I was
Really?
I was the worst.
I got fired on my first day.
People were like,
at a
"Hey, what do you
restaurant.
like to make?" And I was like, "Fucking money. What do you like to drink?
Yeah.
You want a bar? Here, boom. Here's a shot. What do I like to make?"
Yeah,
The
but I would
fuck outta
love that.
here.
If a bartender told me that, I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I was like, I like money. Here's your shot in a Tecate, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. I used to hate that shit. What do we like? What do we like to make?
Yeah, that was my first job at 15. Was a hostess at a restaurant, and I got fired the first day.
Oh, I could see it.
Got
Yeah.
fired
Or
first
maybe,
day.
Maybe it wasn't the
Every
first day.
table, this is your fucking table.
It was
all
very
right?
soon. It was very, very
Very
soon
soon.
after I started. Yeah.
Couple shifts in.
Yeah. I don't.
So your
do
ick
well.
is just kind of.
Oh, yeah.
fake.
Another ick or another thing that I hate. I cannot wait until all of these girls with these disgusting fucking long fake nails one day look back on themselves and it's so trashy
I
and
hate them.
tacky. I don't understand the long
Like when
nails.
they click their
It's
phone,
disgusting.
you hear the nails on the phone.
Yeah, those chunky sneakers like this
Like the
and the
platform
nails,
chunkies?
gross. You're all gonna look back on yourselves and be so embarrassed.
I mean,
please stop.
all those kind of cycle, like mullets are back, and like
Molds are cute though.
but that was like a '70s thing.
I mean, Cynthia Erivo's nails are nuts.
So stupid.
Those things are crazy. I'd be looking at them like, how long does that? She's got like pearls on them, and like They're
Too much.
They're 2 inches long. I just
The long fingernail thing to me is so gross.
Speaking of Wicked, I've got a good story for you. I went to the SAG Awards with my husband. His show was nominated, and first of all, I absolutely love going to these things because it's so cool to be in a room with like people that are that good at what they do. And I have a friend that was also there that is also a very successful actor, and he was like, the pageantry of this shit is so stupid. I can't believe I'm here. This is so stupid. And I kind of like agreed with him at the time. I'm like, yeah, this is kind of fucking stupid. But now looking back on it, I'm like, no, it's actually so cool.
Agreed.
Like every time, it's so cool. It's so cool being around people that are the best in their field.
Completely.
Being around that energy. There is an energy to it.
Oh, me and Gina were just talking. Oscar weekend, it's the one weekend, especially these days in like modern LA, where it feels like LA again.
Yeah.
Like you go out anywhere.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just like,
there's an energy.
It's like, oh, it's hard to get a resi. Why? Oh, because every person who's like nominated is at that table.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
popping.
the energy's incredible. Going out to
sorry.
restaurants, it's just, that old Hollywood charm is back for a weekend.
yeah.
And it's kind of what LA was built on, and I really appreciated it. The pageantry, I think, is wonderful. Everyone's suited up.
I know. That's so true. I
Yeah.
like that.
I went to Tower Bar
It was so fun.
on a Friday and Saturday, and like everybody you can think of was in there. Like,
Yeah.
You know, it's
it was so
everyone,
much fun.
meaning like the people that live in London, the people that live in
Yeah.
New York.
Yes.
Everyone is here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's so fun.
Wait, so at the SAG Awards, I go to the bathroom, and there's like a bit of a line, and there is the actress from Wicked that's in the wheelchair, and I didn't know that she was in a wheelchair
Like
in real life
paraplegic?
as well.
Is that it?
Marissa Baudet in real life?
In real life.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah,
Oh, I
didn't know
yeah.
that.
So
Me
yeah, I
neither.
didn't know that either. So she also brought a friend who also
Disabled.
is disabled in a wheelchair, and they're waiting on the disabled stall. And I'm
People were
behind
like,
them.
We'll be out in a minute.
and I'm behind them, and I felt so fucking bad. And it was like 10 minutes these girls were waiting because I went to the regular stall. They were open, and I came back out, and they were still waiting, and I'm washing my hands, and then behind me I see like a completely able-bodied actress, like beautiful actress, like come out, and she was like, and I just knew, like that could so be me. Like I felt so bad because that's always my biggest
I've done
fear.
it. I've used the handicap stall before.
I think everybody has.
Not for a long time.
But
and
I
out.
did see that,
It's like, it won't happen to me.
Yeah, exactly.
and she just like they rolled right past her, and I would have felt so fucking bad.
Without saying
but
anything?
No
shade?
exchange?
No shade
No, I
thrown?
don't think.
Just
I
like
don't
a guilty
think,
look, and they just
I
looked at her
don't-
like-
I don't think that they said anything. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have like. It's nice that they didn't say anything. They just went about their business. But
She didn't say nothing, though?
the girl that came out was like, was obviously like at a loss for like she didn't know whether to say sorry or not. But I did see like on TikTok a couple days later actually, and then someone was talking about this very issue, and they said that the handicap stalls you're not supposed to go in them. They're there to be accessible, but not like, oh, it's off limits for able-bodied people. That's what I saw on TikTok. I don't know. But it was
I've used it.
It was a
Yeah.
tough watch.
I would feel really bad if I was in there for like a long time and came out and there was a line.
And there was a line of
Isn't there a Larry
wheelchairs.
David episode about that? Isn't there a Curb episode about
it's very
that?
Curb.
It's the most Curb situation.
It really is. Like, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And then, but he would get like a hard time from all of the guys in line. Seriously, man, able body using our stall. That'd be a good episode actually.
Yeah, exactly.
In a Curb episode, it'd be like 8 guys rolling up to him that like wouldn't let him leave. But that'd be tricky. Wait, so at the SAG Awards, you also went to the Critic, right? Critics' Choice Awards.
Yeah, but that was a bad night for me.
Why? Okay, why was that bad?
I never thought it would like happen to me like this, but so this is the second time that we've been to the Critics' Choice. Rufus has been nominated 2 years in a row, and we went, and I'm having so much fun. And the Critics' Choice and the SAG are great ones to go to. This is why I was saying the Oscars to me looks like not a great one to go to, because at all of these other ones like Golden Globes, Emmys, SAG Awards, Critics' Choice, you're at a table with food and with drinks.
It's like a little bit looser.
It's looser, but you're like eating and drinking while the show's going on, so it's kind of fun. It's like a fun dinner. But at the Oscars, I believe the theater's dry, so you can't have any food or drink in the theater. You have to go out, so you can only go out and have a drink when it's commercials, and it's a long fucking show.
I think they changed it this year.
Did they?
They gave everybody those mini 1942s.
Oh, I saw
in
that.
the Oscars because everyone had them. They're just
Oh, you're
popping
right, you're
them.
right,
It
you're
felt
right.
like a little looser, but I see but it has been like historically very dry.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like 2 years ago, the host was like, "It's lame in here," and then they started bringing in pizza, and they were like, "What is this guy doing? He's bringing in pizza."
Right, I forgot about that. So anyway, there is at the Critics' Choice, which thankfully there was not at the SAG. There's tequila bottles on the table. And everyone does a shot, and I do a shot, and I really only drink wine, and I know how to pace out my wine, and I know how my body reacts to it, and like, yeah, I'm good with
Yeah,
wine.
you're like, I've had 3 glasses. I'm gonna slow down.
I'm
for the
gonna
next
slow down. I
45
have some
minutes.
water, and like I know myself with wine, right? And with
Tequila is different. That's 40 plus proof.
Instant.
and it didn't hit until not the very end. There was like 3 categories left. I was like going to the bathroom, and I was coming back, and I don't know what really set it off, but like I just started thinking about my dad, and this has never happened to me before. I could not stop crying.
Whoa.
And I was on television. Every wide shot, I can show you the photo. Like, it's just, you can see I'm like red, and I'm faced away from the table. I didn't want to embarrass Rufus. I'm trapped. I'm on TV.
Is everyone else like around like, yo?
I can't stop crying.
Your table's like, what
Netflix,
the
this Netflix exec is right, like sitting next to me. I was so fucking embarrassed. Rufus says that I hit it very well. Like, I really like the stage was here, and the table was like this, and I was like this, and my mom texted me. She was watching, and she was like, "Are you okay?" Because you literally could see me as Chelsea Handler's like doing her thing, who was so funny, by the way. I couldn't stop fucking crying. So as soon as the commercial went, I went to the bathroom to try and get myself together, and I see Sarah Foster. Aaron and Sarah created Nobody Wants This. Amazing show.
Love that show.
And I know them. I know them a little bit, and
So well written.
and she obviously sees that I'm like, my makeup was like coming off, and she's talking to Sacha Baron Cohen, and so Sacha Baron Cohen comes up, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I start crying even more because my dad fucking loved Borat.
Oh, so he's like trying to help, and you're just like,
It was just so much.
What's tough about that moment is like they don't know what it is, so they're looking at Rufus like.
And Rufus had just lost, and I was like, "Oh my god, people think that I'm crying because he lost." And
you're just in your head.
It was like a sick.
She was trapped in the cage of emotion.
I was trapped. I've never felt like that in my entire life. The grief was like too much. Sacha Baron Cohen was the nicest person ever. And I was like, I'm so
met him
sorry.
once.
This is so
Very nice
embarrassing.
dude.
It was
Really?
such. Oh my gosh. Like, I hope I run into him at something in the
And you
future
like this,
and just
man.
say,
It wasn't you. I mean, it was a little bit, but
No, I was able to like talk and say like, I'm so sorry. I'm overwhelmed with grief, you know? And yeah, you just never know when it's going to hit you. And it fucking hit me that night. And I still couldn't stop. Even I went to the bathroom, I couldn't stop. And then I looked at myself, and I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. And I went back to the seat, and the Netflix lady next to me was like, "Do you want to go early?" And I was like, "Yeah." And we left 2 categories early because of me. And I cried until like 2 a.m. I felt I was
Rufus
so embarrassed.
Was supportive and went with you?
Yeah, I was so embarrassed. I
What
felt so bad. I couldn't control.
What happened at this award show? Was there an iconic moment? Like which one of the award shows? Because I felt like I saw Rufus in the background of one of them, and I was looking for you, and I was like, is Viv next to him or not?
Yeah, that was the SAG. We had a great time at the SAG. I was not overcome grief and.
Was Chalamet
Wait,
at that
was-
one?
It was me and Rufus behind Chalamet.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Is SAG the one where you were like dolled up? Right,
Both
you were
of
more
them.
dolled up in one of them, right?
Yeah,
one
more.
of them was
Yes,
more
yes,
casual,
yes, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which one was that?
The Critics'
SAG.
Choice was the one I was like I was in the long. This was Critics' Choice, that one, and then SAG I was in like the corset, the
more
black
black tie.
with the pink shoes,
What did Chalamet have on it?
a green suit.
The whole thing was green,
I think so.
or was it the black leather with the green?
Let me see.
His Givenchy outfits are Interesting.
His black leather outfit was crazy good.
I already know what I'll
I
wear
love
when
that.
go to the Oscars
Timothy
someday.
won at the SAG
He won the
Awards.
SAG.
Oh no, you're right. It was black leather with
man,
green.
yo, I would. He gave a pretty like divisive speech.
I loved his speech.
I liked his speech too, but people were like, "Oh, I'm like, yo, he's just saying that he's pursuing this thing that's great." And,
I loved his speech.
and you shouldn't be like ashamed to say it.
Yeah.
See, this
So
is
you
what we were
agree with him,
talking
for
about.
sure.
So
This
you
This
love the Bob Dylan movie?
I don't even know who Bob Dylan is.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I've never heard a Bob Dylan song in my life.
Chalamet's. Let's be real here.
I fucking love you.
Let's be real. Chalamet's roles in the last 10 years. If Timmy does what he did the last 10 years for the next 40 years, he's a top 5 actor ever.
Yeah.
Look at his last 10 years. He's got Call Me by Your Name, Dune. Like his movies are crazy.
I'm a big Chalamet fan.
Like Lady Bird. Like his last 10 years are crazy.
I mean, Pretty Women.
But this is what
or
we-
was it Pretty Women? No,
Women, yeah.
no, not Pretty Women. It's
It's Pretty Women.
No.
Or Little Women.
Little Women.
Little Women. Yeah.
This is what we were saying about authenticity. The reason why Timothy's speech worked so well for me, at least, is because it was completely fucking authentic.
It was,
It's
yeah.
someone that is just who they are, and they're saying, I hate this term, their truth. Anyway, I think him speaking his truth was super authentic, and
Yeah.
that's why it worked.
What's
for me.
interesting
Yeah, I'm not
about
gonna shame someone for having dreams and like wanting to be
Nah.
great. If you don't, do something else. Like I appreciated it.
what I find so disingenuous, because I always like love to see people's faces when they lose. Everyone's face is like, "Oh, great, he won!" Like I grew up in the most competitive situation, family. Like we compete over dinner, anything. If I lost, when I am at some point in my life nominated and I lose, I'm gonna let you know I lost.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be like, "Gosh, damn it!" Like you know how they pan they pan to the losers first.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that
yeah.
it's great.
Best picture, Brady Colbert, Sean Baker, and Sean Baker gets nominated. They show Brady Colbert's face, and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
Did you
I would
see,
be like,
did you
"Oh
see
my
it
God."
when
Damn.
Karen Culkin won for Best Supporting Actor?
Jerry
And they cut to
Jeremy Strong.
and he was just like,
like mad Paddington Bear.
So Jeremy Strong can't hide it.
and he was like, "Are you serious? This is how the guy is in real life."
Yeah.
yeah,
This
no,
guy's
I
winning.
fuck with
He
Jeremy
looked
Strong's reaction. Jeremy Strong
so
was like,
pissed.
man, fuck out of it. I'm gonna get out of here.
Same
That
with
was a
Ed,
great movie, by
same
the
with
way.
Ed Norton.
Apprentice. Did you watch
Apprentice
it?
was great.
Apprentice was great.
Same with Ed Norton. They cut to him and he goes, "Fuck."
No,
Literally, he goes,
Norton didn't
"Fuck,"
say
and he-
fuck.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
literally
as he should.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I
he
love
really
you
that.
just
wants to
I
lost.
win.
love
Let
that.
it out.
What's
I
wrong
love
with
that.
wanting to win?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? Like shit.
I
Like
love
Yeah, this
that.
whole thing.
yeah.
So
Nah,
stupid.
man. Ain't
No,
gonna-
I'd rather see a fuck. I thought I had that.
Yeah.
I might pull a Kanye. I'm gonna get on stage, bro.
Yeah.
and be
This
like-
should have gone to my boy.
And also remember, these actors' pay goes up significantly when they win these things.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
that's a lot of money on the table if they win.
Yo, Christopher Walken's when he won his Oscar. Did you guys ever see his Oscar speech? He goes, "Honey, this is a beach house," and he holds his Oscar up. That's what he says.
I love
Hey.
that.
Yeah, that's like it's true.
Yeah.
You're buying a beach house with that
Yeah.
thing. Like,
I love that.
You see how much Neon paid in their marketing push for
was
the award
18
season?
million,
yeah,
right?
18
on a $6 million budget.
Yeah, they
Crazy.
tripled the budget.
Nuts. That it was wild seeing that.
And it
movie
worked.
Just
They walked out with like 4 or 5. I mean,
Five.
Sean Baker got 4 alone.
five.
And you know what's
Total.
fun? I love that because they won barely anything at the award shows that I went to, like Critics' Choice. Like, and I love Nora. I was rooting for them the whole time. And it gets a little boring when you're at these things and like Shogun sweeped. I haven't
Yeah,
watched it. So.
everything's just sweep. Yeah.
It's like it's kind of boring. You want to
Yeah.
you want to see something else, someone else up there. You want to see someone else win.
I was shocked that Nora took Best Picture. I was
I
rooting
thought
for
it was
Brutalist
Brutalist, too.
personally, and I love the Nora. And I thought Brutalist probably should have. For me, I thought I should have gotten it, but I wasn't mad at Nora.
I'm sorry.
It's interesting how, and I do like this about it. Just because you win a Critics' Choice or a SAG doesn't mean you're winning an Oscar.
Yeah, totally.
No.
Like you have no idea.
I want a petition to have Adrian Brody never win anything ever again, so we don't have to listen to that.
Wait,
shit.
what was so offensive about his 5.5 minutes?
I thought it was hilarious.
You
I've done this
kidding me?
before.
I didn't
Are you
think- I was
kidding
like,
me?
what?
That's so pompous and ridiculous.
If anyone-
Oh,
gonna
Vivian,
if
if
anyone's
you
gonna
won an
talk-
Oscar,
No.
which I pray someday you will,
No, no,
you
no, no.
are so stubborn, you would be like,
No, I'm not. I'm not. That's disrespectful. I think
To the
it's
Academy?
it's disrespectful to everyone there and the people that had to shorten their acceptance speeches after him. I think it's. I didn't like his energy. I really didn't. It was
My time
pompous
energy.
and fucking yeah. Did you see Joe Pesci's Oscars speech? Thank you. I'm incredibly
yes.
grateful.
Yeah.
Walks off. Merritt Weaver accepting her Emmy, and she's like, "I have to go now. Bye." like That's so
See,
cool.
but I appreciate the long speech because it's like one of the most monumental things you could.
Okay, hold on,
like,
but
accomplish
if you're
in
actually
your life.
saying something, he
It's-
didn't fucking say
It's
anything.
towards the end of the night.
Yeah.
It's one of the last awards. It's one of the biggest awards.
Couple Don Julios down the pipe, you know.
Yeah, it's like I'm like yo, and everybody, Adrian Brody's like everyone loves him. I love him.
It was
I'm like,
slightly
you know,
inspiring.
I'm
Best
mad.
Oscar speech, in my opinion, of all time is Matthew McConaughey's. His Oscar speech was
need to watch
5
that.
minutes, and it was so good.
Or the dude you're chasing.
But
Yeah, he's like, it's me in 10 years.
yeah.
But-
It's so good.
But he said something. What did it?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what age? What,
No.
you
I have
can't
no idea
tell
what
me
it
what he
said.
Adrian
said.
Brody was like, people will forget about you, so while it's good,
Ridiculous.
just enjoy it.
I fuck with
Not
AB,
into it.
but maybe it wasn't his best moment.
Yeah. So the SAG Awards were fun. What is
Yeah.
it like? I've never been to an award show.
Me neither.
Maybe someday. What is it like when you get there? Do you have to Uber? You Uber to it and then
if you're nominated, Netflix sends, or with whatever studio you're with, sends a black car, sends an Escalade or whatever, and they take you. Critic's Choice is at the airport in Santa Monica, so it's like you just drive
one of the
into the airport hangar. And at every single award show, I always love to remind people this: every celebrity waits in a big ass line to go in, get security checked, and then they wait in a big ass line to walk the red carpet. It takes an hour to get to the carpet, and then I stand there awkwardly because I have nothing to do there, and I just wait with Rufus's publicist while Rufus is doing interviews and stuff. And then you go into like a bar area, and then you sit, and the show starts.
So that's what it is. It's like the publicist is going down the line with you.
Yeah,
That's man, how cool though. Like you should. That's such an awesome.
It's so fun.
yeah. I have to.
I had
like,
that at a film premiere, which is like small, and I still
Yeah.
had fun.
I mean,
couldn't
you gotta understand,
imagine
like,
being
it's-
surrounded by like.
It's the only place in the world that has like these weekends in this like short
Yeah.
4 or 6 week period.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's what LA. It's what It's what everyone thinks of LA. They think of Hollywood. That's
Yeah.
exactly
When
what it
people
is.
think of cinema, they think of Hollywood.
I mean, January
Like,
and
when they think
February.
of movies in the world,
Yeah.
it's the Oscars.
January and February for me are like some of the best months of LA because that's when like everyone's here working. Everyone's here from every industry, from music to movies.
Yeah.
And it's like I couldn't imagine my life without those two things. And when, people love to hate on LA and like
Yeah.
blah blah blah. And I'm just like, and I said this the other day. I was like, LA's like, what's that quote about? Money doesn't change you; it just shows you who you already are. Like just
Yeah, it's a truth jug.
yeah. And I feel like LA's the same. Like it doesn't change you. LA just like kind of
Brings out what's already there.
more of who you already
are.
are.
Agreed.
And sometimes maybe you're not the best person.
Yeah.
And like you got to actually, instead of like blaming LA or blaming money, maybe you got to check in with you and be like,
Yeah.
shit, I might need to like,
Yeah, get right with myself.
Yeah, get right
for
with
sure.
myself.
For sure.
Yeah, because I think LA is like a wonderful place. And
It is.
one of my best friends just came out this weekend and he's like, bro, this place that didn't even feel like real life.
I know.
And I was like, it's not.
It's not. I know. I love it
Especially
here.
when you're with me.
I mean, we talked about it on that last previous episode, but I mean, the experience of going to those places, like no one gets to go to from SVB to Sunset Tower to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's
The thing that I've like been privately struggling with, and struggle is like a stretch, that I think about and I, try to work through is that I am there to support my husband.
Yeah.
But I also have these dreams. So it's a weird thing. Like
I can see
and I
that.
never get like, it's not like I'm jealous or anything like that. I'm super happy for him and I'm super happy to be there with him. But there's always a little part of me that's like, oh, I wish I wasn't just like the wife that's here. I wish I had my own shit going on.
You can't be there on some like, let me make this about me, let me network. and let me,
no,
like-
I don't.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not a
network at all.
networking-
When people ask me
Yeah,
what I do
yeah.
at these things, I don't even say actress, which maybe I should. Like, I just tell them I work at Wilhelmina. Like, I don't even mention that I act
I
because I
respect that.
don't want anyone to think that I am trying to do anything for myself at these things. But like, yeah, it is a little tough going home at the end of the night being like fulfilled. I also don't want to get like complacent because I am living the life of a super successful actor. I am living that life without being a successful actor. So I also don't want to get like complacent in my own dreams and goals because
I was gonna
I get
ask
all the
you.
perks.
Does it rob you of your ambition a little bit?
Like it's so hard to see when you're in it. Like I wonder if I was still living alone in my apartment, if I would have booked something, but I have no control over. It's not
No,
like
of
I
course.
stopped
Yeah.
auditioning.
No, of course,
I'm
yeah.
auditioning. I'm
Yeah.
doing all the things that I need to do. It's like I don't know. Would the the grit be what would have booked me something by now. Or I always think like not needing it is a superpower, and I don't need it.
Yeah.
You know, but that hasn't worked either. I don't know what the fuck what the special sauce is. You know.
I think, I mean, your Rufus would attest to this. Anyone who's successful in anything would say, like, that's his time.
Yeah.
And it's not every year he's going to have that.
Yeah.
And it's not every year you're going to be in that position. Maybe
Yeah.
in 5 years, he's like, dang, she used to came with me and now I'm going with her. That's just, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how old are you? You're
I
in
hope
your
so.
late 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ugh,
At some point, you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
At some point, you know, maybe you're the one who's being nominated. Then he's the one that's like, damn, I was nominated once upon a time. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, it's
No,
people's
totally.
timing. And,
There's-
you know, timing is really important. And I think you'll be there. And
There's definitely something I think about the pressure of struggling though, and like what
Yeah.
and what it forces you as a human to do. And I think like we're all in privileged positions, and I think as long as you're aware of that, so it can keep you from being enabled from just, you know, like I said, from robbing you of your ambition of it. Because if you're not aware of it, then chances are it's just going to enable you to be like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
I'm living in this life, and
You know, I saw a comment. I was like watching some video of Willow Smith. Remember that song that she did a couple years ago that really popped off? It was amazing.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, and she was
great
doing
song.
that. Yeah, she was doing that like live, and it was a clip on TikTok. And someone's comment was, "I'll stand by. If Willow Smith was broke, she would be one of the greatest artists of our time." And I'm like, that's so fucking true. That is so true.
like, yeah, some
And there are people that
Tracy
are like,
Chapman stuff.
Drake needs to lose everything or something again, or like, you know, like there's nothing can replace hunger.
Well, it's like my
That's
favorite
so
song
true.
by Tracy
Yeah.
Chapman, Fast Car. And like the whole song's about like them not having enough money
Yeah.
to do anything.
Yeah.
And it resonates through the song.
something about losing everything is so essential to you,
Yeah.
to us. Like it's like we need it.
Yeah.
Like it's so needed.
Yeah.
You know, but people don't want to like take it there.
And it's less fun. Like that's why the Kardashians I don't think are entertaining or fun to watch anymore. Like watching that level of wealth isn't fun.
Oh,
you know?
I hate watching their. I saw a clip of them grocery shopping, and they're like, "People do this," and they stand. And they
Yeah.
were like scanning their stuff like it was the first time they've ever done it. I was like,
It's just it's just
I'm
it's just
fucking good
supremely
on
out of
this.
touch.
It's supremely out of touch, but it's like not their fault that they're fucking billionaires. We made it that,
Oh, for
that
sure.
way. You know,
I respect
And
their hustle. Like, oh my
we-
god, I respect it.
We, yeah. I mean, we're talking about them now, so we're part of the problem, I guess.
cut that.
I think it's completely okay though for you to introduce yourself. If someone asks you, "Hey, I'm an actress," you are.
100%.
Like I think you can say, "Oh, I'm an actress," and just and leave it alone. If they decide to ask you more questions, you
I feel like
oblige
that's
them.
such a stretch, though, that I'm an actress. I'm like,
Do you audition?
yeah,
You're an actress.
yeah.
Isn't that what you wanna do
Marlon
more than
Brando
anything?
said this,
Yeah.
and I tell myself this every single day. Don't confuse the size of your paycheck with the size of your talent. Doesn't matter if you're making millions of dollars as an actress or you're just auditioning. Auditioning is acting.
Yeah.
You're an actress.
I guess this is
Preach.
also an ego thing, and I also don't want people to think I'm just like an out of work actress that like is living off of him. I also want people to know that like, no, I do have a job and I do
Yeah.
make money. You know what I mean? So like,
Well,
it's
that's what
like,
I saw an interview of, who was it? It was some big actor, and they're like, what I could tell you if I could give advice to some young actor, it was find something where you can make good money while you're pursuing it.
Yeah.
Because if you're just relying on it to make money, eventually you'll hate it.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
I mean, reality, like you have something stable so you can like enjoy your life still.
Yeah.
And while you're pursuing it, that's what
Yeah.
I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a blessing. You know,
Yeah.
if you were just like living paycheck to paycheck, struggling, putting too much pressure on an art thing,
yeah,
that's
That's what I love about LA.
Yeah.
It's the one of the few cities that where like everyone is trying to do this thing.
yeah.
And I mean, listen, my sister and her husband, they live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I totally get it. I don't have a family. Like I understand their priorities are so much different.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful city. There is nothing there.
Yeah.
Nothing. They don't even have like a coffee shop with a good coffee machine.
yeah. They're like, hey, we're going to Coffee Bean or Starbucks. And you're
Oh
like,
no, it's just like if you just want to like go there and just give up on your life, like, like no, that's where you go. Like it's just like it's over. It's
Yeah,
over.
the only way I could move to a place like that if I was so established and my whole goal was to get away. You know what I mean? You're tired of the rat race of being here and you know that and dipping. But
and I
even
get
then
it.
it'd
My
be
sister
hard.
is so tired of moving. They've been to 8 cities already. You know, their kids haven't lived in the city for more than 2 years. So you know how hard it is for kids to pick up, meet new friends, pick up, and like there's just no stability there. So like I get it. I'm just like, why'd you settle there though? Like,
Could have stayed over here.
Go to Florida. Like,
Yeah, totally.
Like, you know what I mean? But I'm making the case. So selfishly, I want her in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm jelly, but I'm same thing. I'm like, my time will come with going to the award shows. It looks so fun.
Yeah.
I already know what I'd wear.
No,
I'd
I
go
learned-
like old school. You know, like the Titanic tuxedos with the swoop in the back. I'm rocking old. I'm going like whatever Marlon Brando wore to his first Oscar. I'm gonna wear like that exact suit.
But you
That's
don't want
what
to
I would
look
do.
silly.
I'm not gonna look silly. I would look silly if I was wearing
You're such a
yellow Givenchy thing with no shirt.
Okay.
You know, but you're like such a beef monkey. I feel like with a little like.
Is that a compliment?
A beef monkey.
He is. He's like
Yeah.
beefy.
You are a beef
You're
monkey.
beefy, like with a
yeah.
little
I got a dog.
tail coat. Like I just feel like you look a little silly.
Oh, I
Agreed.
would look swaggy.
No,
Yeah,
I think you would look like a
I'm
beef
not-
monkey in a coat.
Beef monkey with a coat. Dead ass.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna do it someday, and
Welcome-
we'll all figure out.
Welcome to
what
In
I
Good
look
Company
like.
with Jeremiah, Viv, and Beef Monkey. No, everything though, I'd say at least twice a week before I go to bed. Like I'm in bed and I'm like sleep dreaming, whatever, like my speech at least twice a week.
Oh,
Like
I've
what I'm
given
gonna
mine
like what
to
I'm gonna
my
say.
friends 100 times.
Mine changes though. Every night I'm just like I'm gonna say this. Like I'm gonna say this. Like I'm gonna geek out when I see Morgan Freeman and Denzel, like or you know whomever, like you know every night.
The cool thing about most of those speeches, if you look at them, and this is like how I kind of circles back to how you're feeling. Most of the speeches are not about them. They're about the list of people that helped them get to where they're at, even when they were struggling. Like a lot of them are like, thank this person and that person and this person, because at a certain point you want to give up. Most of the people in this business, it's so hard. There's a laundry list of people that like help them keep going.
I'm gonna
and
do
got
the
them to,
opposite.
you know?
I'm gonna list everyone that said no to me.
You're gonna ick list the Oscar.
I'm gonna ick list. I'm gonna
My
stand
old
on that
boss at
podium.
Williamina who said I couldn't eat my lunch.
And I'm gonna say, this manager that said no to me, fuck you. This agent that said no to me, fuck you. Fuck you.
See, I want to do that with my old manager too, but I'm gonna take the high road. I'm gonna take the high road.
I don't know. When you guys have a couple of drinks in you, we'll see if you take the high road.
With that particular person, I won't. Well,
That's why
Shots
they
to
ain't
be
trying to get
fired.
people lit before they go up there because people have a couple 42s in
I can't
them.
believe no one's done that. I can't believe no one's stood up there and been like, fuck you, blank, insert
Yeah.
name. Fuck you, insert name.
You could be the first.
Yeah.
The most famous
Listen, I know-
Oscar speech ever is Viv's just shit list of people. Like, thank the Academy. And now I'd like to have a whole list of people I fucking hate who didn't help me get here.
Yeah.
In spite of
Facts.
you.
That's
a
facts.
spite list.
Congratulations on buying a house.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. What?
We wanted to talk about that. Yeah.
Oh, I want
Yep.
to talk about all the stuff you're putting on your story about the previous owner.
Oh, yeah, let's fucking talk about
Previous
get
owner
into
of
it.
your home.
Viv has
Yeah.
a brand new, beautiful home.
Beautiful.
That they just bought.
Yeah, with the pool,
Congratulations.
which I'm gonna be
He's got a
using
pool.
in the summer.
You have a fountain in your front yard.
About in the
You
front
made
yard.
it.
It's a water feature. I know.
Like, come on.
Yeah, that's the official. Like I
You-
made it. I got a fountain in my yard.
Yeah.
It's also it's a tiny house though, but it's got.
it's cute.
Yeah, no. But I just don't want people to think it's like some fucking mansion with the water fountain.
She's in
front.
Bel
It's like-
Air, right off of
No,
Sunset.
it's-
Gate code. I'm just-
It's a completely. It's like a magical little house.
It's like a dream home for me.
Yeah. No, you
Like-
guys have to come over. So yeah, the previous owner, well, Leah Michelle had it and then sold it to this guy, and the guy just did not take care of it. He's a venture capitalist. He was just the absolute worst person to like do a deal with at every turn. He was
VC
inconsiderate.
bros.
He was he was just a douche.
Well, like lying about stuff or
No, I don't know. I don't know because
checks and-
everything's fucking breaking. Like every corner, he was just a dick.
can you
And
do any inspections?
No,
Or
no,
not,
can you
not
only do
before.
that in your
So,
restaurant?
okay,
Yeah,
so what
afterwards.
happens is they accept the offer. Now we're in escrow. We did the inspections like a couple days after the offer was accepted, and the inspections came back, and like the main sewer line to the street was it's completely rooted. They're digging it up as we speak to replace it. There was like dry rot all over the place, like just so many little things wrong.
But fixable.
Fixable. Tons of deferred maintenance. This guy did not take care of that house at all. Didn't do the bare minimum of what you should do as a homeowner. Instead, he put a god ugly kitchen, green jungle kitchen in that we had to pay for it and then undo his brand new work. Yeah, it was disgusting, that kitchen. He has awful fucking taste. And then we gave him all of the inspection reports, like 10 inspection reports, the sewer, the plumbing, the electric, the roof, termites, everything. And we gave it to him and we're like, hey, the professionals say that these are the things wrong. This is how much we want, blah, 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 blah. And he said the house is fine. Okay, well, we just gave you proof that it's not just fine. But a good person, they usually
all that
like
probably
throw,
could add up to
say,
40 grand, which
say,
take that off of the asking, right?
Say your house, you find that your house needs 50,000 worth of repairs. Most good like homeowners and people are like, here's 25,000. Here's how, like, let's split it, whatever.
Yeah, meet down the middle.
Yeah, meet you in the middle. Or here's 30 grand, or here's 15. Whatever he won, we took the house. And I'm just like, God, we really wanted to walk away from the deal because he was such an awful, awful person. I'm of the mind that I really do feel like part of my purpose on this earth is to tell cunts that they're cunts. They get away with it.
Yeah.
Everyone lets assholes just be fucking assholes, and no one tells them that they're assholes, and they should be told.
So how did you tell
And
him?
so I told
Is this
Roof,
via
I told
email?
Roof, I was like, if we're going through with this fucking deal, I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to this guy. And
Yes.
he's like, all right. And I haven't done it yet. I mean, we closed a couple of weeks ago. I haven't done it yet, but I want to tell him that the way he's living his life, he's not a good person.
Yeah.
And
Selfish.
But look, he's reaping the rewards of being a bad person. He got what he wanted, you know? So I don't know.
That's called taking the high road. You know what I mean?
What?
Don't
I
step
should
over
ta-
a dollar to get to a quarter. Take the house.
I should take the high road?
Like you are. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to another episode. We'll be back next month for another fun episode.
Yay.
Awesome.
Thanks.
That was fun.
Woo.